Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video.
Hello!
So I want to start off by saying it's really hot. So if it looks like we are sweating and we're a bit red, that
shiny.
is because it is hot.
It is very hot here in the UK at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today we're filming our Efteling bucket list recap, which I'm very excited to do because it's been a couple of weeks now since we came back from Efteling.
And if you're new,
yes.
I'll just explain how it works. So like before we go on our trips, we try to come up with a bucket list of things that we definitely want to get done. And then we tick them off along the way. And then after it, we do a little recap and we show some clips as well. And we see whether or not we managed to successfully do everything that's on the bucket list.
Yes. So, fingers crossed. I feel like we did very well this trip. We got so much done. If you haven't seen the vlogs, definitely go back and watch them. And a huge thank you for all your support, all your likes, or your comments.
Yeah.
It's been amazing sharing those vlogs.
The comments have been fantastic and I've loved learning all the little bits of trivia.
Yeah, I think if we go again, which I think we definitely will because we loved it, our bucket list will be completely different because we kind of know a bit more now. And there's definitely some things that we want to do when we go back. So number one on the bucket list was to eat some pancakes from Polas Kukan. Yes, we definitely did this.
We did it twice. So the first time we got a pancake each.
Yeah.
Sweet and savoury. And then the next time it was on our last day.
Yeah, and we shared a sweet one. So we had 3 different ones in total. Really, really good. I love the whole atmosphere of that place.
Yeah,
it was really cool with like the magical moving pancake machine in the middle.
Yeah, the centerpiece.
Yeah.
And every now and then it just goes into overdrive.
Really, really good.
Number 2 was to buy a souvenir. Yeah.
I was actually going to wear my jumper for this video, but it was just too hot. I was like, oh no, it would have been the perfect time to wear it.
We were really surprised,
Yes.
pleasantly surprised with the merch, with the items that were in the shops. There was quite a lot of stuff that I probably could have brought back. Mm-hmm. I think there was a couple of t-shirts that we saw in the vlogs that I'm a bit like, oh, I wish I'd got that.
Yeah, there was more merch than we thought there was going to be. And there was a couple of shops dotted around. We got all of ours from the main shop, so as you walk in.
Except for your jumper.
Except for my jumper, which I got from the hotel.
Yes.
But I got a jumper that said Efteling on it. And then I also got a mug, which has Pardus on it. And
well, it's a Symbolica. So yeah, it's got
mug.
different characters on from that, and you've used it non-stop.
Oh,
since
I love it. I love it. It's such a good one. Definitely check it out in the vlogs if you want to see it.
And then we got what is possibly my favourite souvenir, which was a vinyl of the music. So as we go through the vlogs, I mentioned numerous times that I loved the soundtracks to everything. Like the stuff that was in the Fairy Tale Forest, the music that was on the rides. Loved it all. So when we saw that we could get a vinyl, that had to come home with us, and we've already played it.
I know. So next was to see the Ravelin show, which we did. We did that on our first day.
Yeah.
We sort of made a beeline for it because we really wanted to watch it.
The riders come into town.
Really
They've been
enjoyed
trained up. They've all got sort of unique powers, and then they have to fend off Count Olaf.
I love the way it was set. So you sort of sat in kind of like a half round, and each section has sort of a slightly different view. So you sort of, you would catch different bits of the show, which I quite liked. It made it quite personal to you. It was really good. The effects were amazing. The stunts were so good. The music was really atmospheric.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like a huge spectacle.
Also, just a bit of trivia to go along with that we learnt from the comments is that the buildings that are in the background are actually offices. So if you see anybody in there, they're actually working.
But I feel like, do you get much work done?
I would be distracted by that. Next on the list was to explore Hotel Bosrac and its grounds. So we were very kindly gifted this trip and this stay by Efteling, which we were so grateful for.
Yes.
And also Le Shuttle helped us with the getting over to the Netherlands and staying at Hotel Bosrac. So massive thank you there. But like the actual hotel, I mean, that was one thing. The actual room that we stayed in, the family room. Outside of that, there was so much to explore.
It's huge. One evening, you'll know if you watch the vlogs, we went on a walk after dinner and we did a massive lap. I think we pretty much saw quite a lot of it, and the amount of different accommodation options they had was amazing.
Oh, I think from the comments as well, I think like the largest that they go up to is that they can house 12 people.
Yeah, 11 or 12 people.
Yeah.
So they go in like big family friend groups.
Which is lovely. That'd be really nice to do.
But we really loved it. A really lovely way to spend an evening as well. I saw some people cycling. It's just a really lovely atmosphere.
I went for a run in one of the mornings,
yeah?
and that was really nice and peaceful. And there's loads of playgrounds as well for children dotted about different places. All the houses were sort of like slightly different as well.
It definitely felt like a village. You could probably spend quite a few days just there relaxing.
The Mr. Sandman castle with my favourite friend, Yoo-Hoo Howdo, sat on it. It was really nice to explore it during the day, but then as it was turning into the evening, it was really magical.
That was my favourite part, when it started to go dark and all the lights came on.
And then besides that, you had a restaurant as well that we went to for food. There was a
pool.
shop where you could buy some things for your room. Yeah, swimming pool, which I went to. And then you had Mr. Sandman. We didn't actually sit and listen to it, but Mr. Sandman was there telling his story.
A bedtime story. So next was to take some photos of the fairy tale forest, which we definitely did. We took loads of photos.
Yeah, or if you want to see any photos, or if you want to see any of the stories that we did, reels, anything like that, then make sure you head on over to our Instagrams. I'll put up the handles here. But yeah, it was incredible, the fairy tale forest.
It's a really unique part of Efteling. I think it was the original part of the park. So it started from that and then grew to what it was today. But it was amazing. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. You could easily spend like 2 hours in there just walking around, reading all of the fairy tales. It was very clever. It was very unique. I think that definitely is the word to describe it.
Yeah, and the different interpretations, and you had the different the models that moved, and it was just something that just made you smile as you were going around. I think my favourite was the water lilies.
Yes, that song. I really like the parrot as well. That when you spoke, it actually repeated what you'd said. So we made it say Tudor-Pipsky.
Got it say Tudor-Pipsky. I think we might have actually missed a couple.
I know, but I don't know how. That's how big it was, because I didn't even realise we did.
Yeah, a few of them were being sort of renovated, so I don't know whether that was the ones that we missed. But yeah, I'd recommend going onto the website or on the app, and they actually have it all mapped out. Go in maybe a different way to where we went in. But yeah, we'll save that for a tip.
A tips video. But overall, don't miss the Fairy Tale Forest. It's definitely a must-do.
Yeah. So there was a few shows, like we saw Ramelang, but then there was also an evening show as the park was coming to the end of its day, and that was Aquanura. So this was set around the big lake that they've got as you first walk in with the different frogs, and they play different music from around the park, from the different attractions, and then you have all these jets and all this water being sprayed, and when it's later in the year and it gets dark, I think it all lights up as well.
I'd love to see it in the dark. I bet it looks spectacular, because I was really impressed seeing it in the daytime. Well, it wasn't daytime, but when it was light. Because the jets, the amount of different ones going off was so impressive. Then they had fire.
Yeah.
It was a very big spectacle. So I can imagine at night it even goes up another level.
I think
with the lights.
The narrator says that we're going to have a water ballet.
Yes. That is what it looks like.
Yeah,
it's all
the
set
jets.
to the music. And that's definitely a must-do as well. At the end of your day, you can relax, sit back, watch the Aquanura.
There's plenty of
really
places
lovely
to watch it as well, because all the way around.
All the way around. So we turned up literally a couple of minutes before it started, and we managed to get a spot right at the front.
Yeah.
So next was to ride a specific ride, which was the Flying Dutchman, which is the water roller coaster.
Yes, and I'm going to attempt it.
Oh, yes.
I did in my stories of my favourite rides, so I'm going to see if I can remember. Vliegende Hollander.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you to DLP Charlotte, who helped me out with that. But what a coaster.
Yeah.
What a ride.
Probably definitely our favourite roller coaster. If not there with your favourite ride.
But not just a roller coaster.
No.
That's what was amazing about it. was the atmosphere of it. Again, the music.
And we went in like we didn't know anything. We hadn't watched a POV. We had no idea what it was. We did know that it was a water coaster because you could see that bit, but we had no idea what happened in the first bit. And it was really spooky. It's a very chilling atmosphere. The way that they create that atmosphere was so impressive. And even me, and I go on most rides, like, not scared at all. I even was like, oh,
what's going to happen now?
It feels a bit scary.
And
really good.
If you know me with, like, the brief history videos that I have on the channel where I talk about the brief history of rides in different parks, this attraction had a great story and a great background, and I think reading about the background story about them setting sail on Easter Sunday and then everybody after that being cursed really helped with then going on the ride and sort of understanding it.
Yeah.
And like when you were doing the walkthrough at the beginning bit, like through the queue line, and suddenly it was all spooky, it wasn't like, oh, why is this spooky? It sort of made sense. Continuing with rides that we wanted to get done, we wanted to do Symbolica.
Which was your one of your favourite rides. Your favourite dark ride.
It just changed. Oh, as a dark ride, I love a dark ride. And the colours of this and like just how magical it was. There's like, when you first go in, into the ride, and then there's this room with like planets that are hovering,
like huge planet globes, all different colours.
I think Almar is the like magician that's there.
It's stunning. It literally looks like something in your dreams. It's beautiful, and like each section's very unique. It's very like each section's very different in a good way. Like you don't get bored because each room you go in has a completely different like story and atmosphere, and the one with the big like water creature
like the whale,
the big whale, and it not to do a spoiler, but the way it like cracks the glass, I thought was incredible. Very well done.
And the thing with that ride as well is that it's got 3 different versions. They're not massively different, but like 2 of the rooms will be different on each one. So like you had the music, the heroes and the treasure. So yeah, we managed to get all 3.
All 3, which was good. What was our favourite? I think, was it Heroes?
I think mine was the heroes one. But it was lovely to do the ride with all of like the main characters of Efteling. And if you go onto the Efteling website, I think it's in the children's section, but it gives you like a rundown of all the different characters. So I did a little bit of research before. So it was nice seeing them all being used. Yeah.
So next is one of my favourite things to do at any theme park, and that is to ride the railway all the way around the park, which we did. I can't remember what day we did it on. I think we did it on our second day.
I think.
So we'd already like got to know the park a bit, so it was really nice to just take. It was quite long from what I remember. Can't remember the exact length of it.
Yeah,
but it did take you a fair route around the park, and again, it's just so relaxing. I love a railway ride. The train was really cool. We didn't wait too long. I think I can't remember how often. Half an hour.
They're every 25 minutes.
Yeah, but yeah. Has to be done at every theme park.
Oh, it's great. Like when you go around and you see the rides happening as well. It's just views that you don't get from anywhere else.
Yeah, it had a few like little views that I don't think you can see unless you're on the railway, which was fun.
And then the last one was to do with snacks. Now we
ate so many snacks.
Managed to get quite a few snacks, but the one that we put on the list was a recommendation from a viewer, and it was to get the spiral potato on a stick.
Yes.
It's got a different name, but that's what we're calling it.
We got the barbecue flavour. I believe you could get salt, and there was another flavour which I can't remember what
paprika.
It was. Paprika. But we went for barbecue. Really good. Very very Instagrammable, the actual like the way it's done, spiralling around the stick. It was kind of like halfway between a chip and a crisp. It was it was like a crisp, but it was like a bit thicker and softer.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a chew to it, which I really liked.
But yeah, we ate so many snacks. So we ate that one, and I'm trying to think what my favourite snack was.
There was I've just found this out as well from another comment, so thank you again for the comments. You know the waffle that we got on the last day?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you put that over like something hot, so like over the top of your
I did see that comment, yeah.
hot drink, it'll become softer.
Which I can imagine was so nice, because it was already quite soft, and then it had the M&M, well, I think they were like Smarties or M&Ms on top with the chocolate. That was a really good snack. There were so many good snacks. You really enjoyed the like hot dog you had.
Oh yeah, the Brodge Unox, the Fanta, frozen
Iced Fanta. And yeah, we just had so many different ones. The pancakes as well, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, we definitely really enjoyed that spiral potato, and we think we'd recommend the barbecue flavour. Mm-hmm. So that is everything, which means 10 out of 10.
I wasn't even keeping track. Yes.
We did it.
We managed to do everything.
So happy. We managed, I think the week we went as well, we were lucky it wasn't very busy, so we managed to get so much done.
Yeah.
I think the most we waited for a ride was about 20 minutes.
Yeah, very quick.
A lot of them were like 5-10 minutes, which we were very grateful for. And yeah, we managed to get so much done. But there are still some things
that we didn't manage to get
probably
done.
The main one is Baron.
Baron 1898?
Yes.
Yeah, that was under refurbishment the time that we were there. I think it's since opened. But
I'm itching to get on that. It looks so good.
Yeah, a lot of you said that was the best coaster. And like I was umming and ahhing. And I wasn't sure. I think
you were so brave that morning.
If you'd got me on that morning where I was doing all the coasters, I think I probably would have gone on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also certain dining things as well, because we weren't near a weekend, so some of those weren't.
The Ravlang sort of, I think, dining.
Yeah.
Or I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, there are some like specialty
it's like medieval dining, yeah.
And also, I'm itching to go back for Christmas, because I can just imagine how beautiful it looks at Christmas time. So if you've been in Christmas, I'm sure lots of you have watching. Just let us know in the comments what it's like. Any sort of bucket list things for Christmas, because one year, that is my dream. I'd love to go.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, a huge thank you to Efteling and Le Shuttle for collaborating with us on this trip. It's definitely a trip to remember forever. And we will see you in the next video.
Yes, if you've liked this video, hit the like button and also subscribe.
Bye.
Toodle Pipski.